There ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down. When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna rise right out of the ground. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Well, look way down the river, and what do you think I see? I see a band of angels, and they're coming after me. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down.
My name is Dot. D-O-T, Dot. Black on white, white on black, or red on yellow. It doesn't matter. You just can't take your eyes off me. In the corner, to the right, to the left, or to the bottom, I make sure I have your attention. Attention that is placid, uninterrupted, unruffled. Even the unanticipated sound of a train doesn't disturb you. You are still on me. But why? It's because I let you focus. It's just me on a white backdrop. Only me. That's the magic of doing one thing at one time. But the moment there are a lot of me, commotion sets in. You lose focus. Everything changes. That's what happens when you have too many things to focus on. Too many goals can be fun, but often overwhelming. It's a mistake one learns only the hard way. So, set one goal, no matter how ridiculous that is. But when the goal is retribution, then it isn't just a goal. It becomes life.
Marla is one of the best long-distance runners in the world. She has 6 gold medals to her credit. She was also good at shot put, javelin throw, and 100-meter hurdles. Wondering what makes her a legend? Mala Ranyan is legally blind. Watch her inspirational story in Making of a Legend.
Ali comes out to meet Frazier, but Frazier starts to retreat. If Joe goes back an inch farther, he'll wind up in a ringside seat. Ali swings with his left. Ali swings with his right. Just look at the kid carry the fight. Frazier keeps backing, but there's not enough room. It's only a matter of time before Ali lowers the boom. Ali swings with his right. What a beautiful swing. But the punch lifts Frazier clean out of the ring. Frazier's still rising, and the referee wears a frown, because he can't start counting till Frazier comes down. Frazier's disappeared from view. The crowd is getting frantic, but our radar stations done picked him up. He's somewheres over the Atlantic. Now, who would have thought when they came to the fight, they was going to witness the launching of a black satellite? But don't wait for that fight. It ain't never going to happen. Only thing you could do is wonder and imagine.
A child in a poor family. Diagnosed with polio. doctor said she will never walk again. But beating unbeatable odds, she became the fastest woman in the world. Watch her inspirational story in Making of a Legend.
This camp is a
What he demands is what India demands. India demands a corruption-free society.
I'm actually not happy about this because all of us did not get the same topic.
What we want to do is we want to get judged fair and square.
You're not confused, right?
Yes.
Trust me, you've confused me.
We're double trouble, so you better watch out. You see? You said just before husband, you better watch out.
Whenever Rahul Dravid strode out to bat against any team, naive cricket fans who prefer entertainment to actual cricket
Rahul Dravid.
thought of him as boring, as he would never play flamboyant shots.
It's fair enough though.
He was very orthodox in his approach, with a rock-solid defensive batting technique. Yes, in today's cricket, he would be boring, but in the classical sense, he is a genius. And it's this genius that Mahendra Singh Dhoni is terribly missing.
A famous win for India here. They've beaten Australia in Australia after 22 years.
When the Indian wickets fell like 9 pins at the Eden and at the Wankhede,
Edge and taken comfortably by the captain.
maybe Dravid, who sits in the commentator's box, felt like padding up and going into the middle to once again save India.
Rahul Dravid.
Mahendra Singh Dhoni's team lacks players who, on their day, are capable of single-handedly taking the game away from the opposition.
Up goes the finger, one more.
Yes, we are saying this despite the presence of Sachin Tendulkar. Any argument on this statement would have made sense 2 years ago.
He's bowled him again, right through his defence. Very similar to the first innings, again looking to play across the line.
The retirement of Rahul Dravid and VVS Lakshman has not helped India in any way, and it's evident now. Rahul Dravid and Lakshman brought more to the table than mere batting skills. They brought character. Let us give you a few instances. Dravid is easily one of the most versatile and selfless cricketers around, having displayed his devotion to the team's cause time and again during his illustrious career.
Hit off the back foot.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Right, will this be two? He's taken the first run very quickly and come back for the second. And that will be 100 for Rahul Dravid. What a lovely moment. 100 Lords. He didn't get it when he first came here in 1996. Roll those top.
Come on, man, football! Football!
Well, we've got another youngster from our city who's all ready to take the test of fire. What's your name?
Ari!
Ari, 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 Ari,
Ari, are you excited?
Yeah! Dude! See me, man!
Okay, fine. You have the most sought after football right now in Bengaluru. You seem to be very excited, very hyper. Tell me, who's your favorite football star?
Ronaldo! It's all for you, man! Ronaldo! Ronaldo! Yes, sir.
Okay, you seem to be crying. Are you okay?
Yeah, man.
Okay, she's okay, fine.
Alright.
Why do you like Ronaldo so much, Ari?
Dude, his abs, man, and his spiked head. Have you seen his head? Oh, I've seen his earrings. So cool. I know, so hot. So hot. His abs.
All right, okay. Let's not go into details here. Tell me, Ari, if you get to go on a date with Ronaldo, how will you dress him up?
Oh, come on, man. Pink shorts, pink underwear. 1, 2, 3, not only you and me. Got 180 degrees and I'm caught in between.
So, Ronaldo's listening to this. He likes you a lot. He comes over to Bengaluru. Okay? He takes you out on Valentine's Day. What would you gift him?
Gift him his pink shorts. I'll give him a picture, a poster. 10 posters of me.
10 posters of Ari.
Yeah, man.
Now let's assume he watched this, he likes your style, he likes the way you praise him, and he says yes to you, and you start going around. But then, bam, your best friend falls in love with him. What would you do?
I would kill her. Oh.
Brad Pitt is standing over here, and Ronaldo, okay, there, okay, and Ronaldo stands there, and both call your name. Who would you go to and why?
Ronaldo!
Why? Why would you choose Ronaldo?
Because he's hot and he can kick the ball like
Gotta get that boom, 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 that boom, 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 that boom, boom, boom. I'm on that supersonic boom, y'all hear that spaceship. When I step inside the room, them girls go ape shit. Y'all stuck on super 8 shit, that lo-fi stupid 8-bit.
Let's assume Ronaldo's watching every single moment of this. What would your words be?
Huh?
How would you propose, Ronaldo?
I love you! Please! I love you! I'm in Bengaluru! Come to me! Best city in the world! Best city!
Well, folks, that was another youngster from Namma Bengaluru who shouted out her love for Ronaldo, who is willing to go all the way to South Africa to watch him action and then go to his place from there, which of course is Portugal in this case. But we continue the campaign. We're looking for youngsters, we're looking for old people, we're looking for every single citizen of this city and to check how passionate they are when it comes to football.
How many musicians we have in the house? Good luck to every one of you guys, man. We were on the other side of the barricade a few years ago, man. Coming to these shows, seeing our favorite bands and having the dreams. Just persevere, believe in yourselves. One day you'll be up here with us, or Metallica, or Limp Bizkit.
Well, nursery rhymes, it's been a long while, but I remember it, and I'm sure most of us do. Have you ever wondered why we were made to sing these four-liners? Have you ever wondered why they stayed etched on our minds, and you remember them better than the poems that you learned in your higher classes? The answer is simple. It is the music. It is a soft-paced, easy tone of music which helps an individual learn things faster, grab things better, and memorize facts with a lot more ease. Legend has it, one of the most intelligent individuals to have been born on the face of this planet, Albert Einstein, played the violin to bring his thoughts into a certain rhythm, which probably helped him create the wonderful things that he did. Yes, music can influence us. It does not matter what kind of music you listen to. What matters is what that music does to you. When it comes to music, each one to their own. Music can open your eyes, make you think deeper. Music can energize you, fill the otherwise empty moments, and keep you company for sure. Music can help you get through your day, unwind, solve your problems, just take the load off your mind. It can give you that hope, stimulate your imagination, and help you change your life, and then change the world. But what about the music that inspired a generation? That was a part of you, a part of your everyday life. It was playing all over the place, in your iPod, as your ringtone, on the radio, and more. Well, this band that we are talking about and their creation was just not mere arrangement of sounds. It went on to become a feel like no other. Well, it acted as a vent for millions and an inspiration for the others. The band that we are talking about, Linkin Park.
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Shut up! Shut up! I've become so numb, I can't feel you there.
To many people worldwide, bands like Pink Floyd, the Beatles, or the Doors would have been some of the best bands to have graced our planet. But that would have been fair and right in the 60s, 70s, or the 80s. In a day like today, in an age of file sharing and free downloading, selling albums is quite a tough business. And the bands are finding it hard to even reach that 5 lakh mark, hitting the gold status on the sales chart. But there is a resurgence. Every once in a while, there is a band that steps and explodes the very minute they set their foot on the soil. And here was one such band becoming a household phenomenon.
Crawling in my skin. Don't turn your back on me, somewhere I belong. Listen to the end, listen to the beginning. Just a voice like a riot rocket, every revision. When this began, I had nothing to say, and I get lost in the nothingness inside of me. I was confused, and I let it all out to find that I'm not.
Well, pick up a bunch of teenagers of today and talk to them about playback singers of yesteryears. The possible outcome would be that they would cringe at you and probably ask you to indulge in a little bit of Linkin Park, because that is the kind of influence Linkin Park has had on the musical preferences of this generation. An incredible band, an incredible run. Having released 4 albums debuting at #1, having sold over 50 million copies worldwide, having won 2 Grammys to call their own, it has been quite a success for this particular band. But the incredible run hasn't come with its own share of ups and downs, U-turns and downturns. And all that they had to face at an age of 18.
Originally consisting of 3 high school friends, Linkin Park's foundation was anchored by Mike Shinoda, Brad Delson and Rob Burden. After graduating from high school, the California natives began to take their musical interests more seriously, recruiting Johan, Dave Phoenix Farrell and Mark Wakefield to perform in their band, Zero. Though limited with resources, the band began recording and producing songs within Shinoda's makeshift bedroom studio in 1996.
What the are you doing in my dressing room?
Tensions and frustration within the band grew after they failed to land a record deal. The lack of success and stalemate in progress prompted Wakefield, at that time the band's vocalist, to leave the band in search of other projects. Farrell also left to tour with Tasty Snacks and other bands. After spending a considerable time searching for Wakefield's replacement, Zero recruited Arizona vocalist Chester Bennington. Jeff Blue, the vice president of Zomba Music, had referred him to the band in March 1999. Bennington, formerly of Grey Days Band, became a standout among applicants because of his unique singing style. The band changed its name from Zero to Hybrid Theory. The newborn vocal chemistry between Shinoda and Bennington helped revive the band, inciting them to work on new material. The band's renaissance culminated with the name change. From Hybrid Theory, the band changed it to Linkin Park, a play on and homage to Santa Monica's Linkin Park. And the band comprised of Chester Bennington as the lead vocalist and the lyricist, Mike Shinoda as the MC, vocalist, sampler and on the guitars.
It's going to be a beautiful day today, sunshine throughout. Low humidity, really a splendid September day. The afternoon temperature about 80 degrees, great weather for the primary election. Tonight, clear and cool, low.
American Boston.
Please listen very carefully. This is Amy Sweeney on Flight 11. We've been hijacked. 2 attendants have been stabbed.
Do you have any idea where you're headed?
We're in rapid descent. We're all over the place.
Can you look out the window and tell us where you are?
I see water, buildings. We're flying low. We're flying very, very low. We are flying way too low. Oh my God, we're...
At exactly 8:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, with New York's rush hour at its peak, an American Airlines Flight 11 carrying 81 passengers with 11 crew members crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. And just as New Yorkers thought the crash to be an accident,
Let's go right up the Hudson River Center. Oh my God.
another passenger jet, United Airlines Flight 175, crashed into the South Tower of the World Trade Center, causing a devastating explosion at 9:03 a.m. In those 8 minutes, America went from being the world's safest country to a nation vulnerable to the biggest terrorist attack the world has ever witnessed.
Both towers of the World Trade Center have been hit by aircraft. Both are in flames.
For 102 minutes on September 11, 2001, the world looked on in horror as terrorists flew hijacked passenger planes into the country's most iconic building, killing more than 2,700 people. The pictures of the attacks and the sounds and pictures of people screaming, crying, running in terror, and running to banks and gas stations are images that are permanently stabbed in the minds of the hundreds of millions of people all over the world. What seemingly started out as a normal September morning soon turned into one of the most tragic days in human history. September 11, 2001, a day that will live in infamy. A day that will live in the hearts of many as the day that changed the world.
Make no mistake, the United States will hunt down and punish those responsible for these cowardly acts.
The United States responded to the attack swiftly by launching the War on Terror on October 7, 2001. It invaded Afghanistan to depose the Taliban, who had harbored the Al-Qaeda terrorists. Osama bin Laden became a household name synonymous with pure evil, as his terrorist organization Al-Qaeda became the benchmark and blueprint for all other clandestine cells of destruction. By December 2001, the Taliban regime was in ruins and Al-Qaeda leaders on the run. The coalition forces secured Kabul. USA started scaling down its operations in Afghanistan and started focusing on Iraq, which would become the new epicenter of the US battle against terrorism.
The last time I spoke here, I expressed the hope that life would return to normal. In some ways it has, in others it never will. Those of us who have lived through these challenging times have been changed by them. We've come to know truths that we will never question. Evil is real, and it must be opposed.
In this speech, Bush identifies Iraq along with Iran and North Korea as an axis of evil. And later claims that a highly secretive relationship existed between former Iraqi President Saddam Hussein and the radical Islamist militant organization Al-Qaeda. The government of the
For those who haven't been to Bellary, the fort on top of the mountain behind me is perhaps the only tourist attraction. Yes, even in the 21st century, the city is identified by the ruins, the ones left behind centuries ago and the ones left behind by Reddy brothers. So come April 17th, will the people of Bellary vote to emerge from the ruins? Let's find out from the battlefield.
When we set out to check the ground reality in the Bellary Lok Sabha constituency, we were baffled to see that the city, which until a few years back had seen $1 billion transactions, has no malls or flyovers. The center of the city even today has narrow, potholed and dusty roads which are clogged with truck traffic. But in the midst of this chaos, Bellary has several billionaires with fortified compounds, swanky cars and even a few helicopters. We wonder, what could have gone so terribly wrong for the commoners here? Why haven't they been able to reap full benefits of the natural resources from their constituency? And most importantly, why is there such a stark contrast between the affluent and the poor? Well-managed mining could have done to Bellary what petroleum does to Saudi Arabia. Alas, the state of the constituency is just like the state of the mining. It's in shambles. Alas, the people of this Lok Sabha constituency are deprived of benefits which are supposed to be their birthright. But on April 17th, they have a chance to emerge from the dust. They have a chance to vote for change. So who can be the agent of the change? The people of Bellary want to see. Well, before we tell you what the candidates have to offer, let's understand the state of mining, the biggest source of income in the constituency. And what you're going to see next will shock you.
We are in Ramgarh, this is in Sandur, and what we are doing is we are heading towards a mine that is still operational. There are several other mines in and around this area that have been shut down after the Supreme Court ruling, and this road, as you can clearly see, has taken a severe beating from the mining that has been on for the past decade or so. There are a few mines that are active now. These are the mines that are in the A and the B category, and there are still trucks that are plying the iron ore that has been mined from there to the nearest port. But other mines, the mines especially in the C category, have been completely banned. Their licenses have been taken away and they have been taken out of that place. It's only the A and B category mines that are still operational. As you can clearly see, the road is completely damaged. This is a culvert here, and it is estimated that Sandur is one of the taluks that has taken severe beating from the iron ore mining, illegal iron ore mining especially.
This is a common scene in all the mining areas in and around Bellary. The flora is destroyed and the fauna is having a tough time to survive in the sea of red. And just imagine the plight of the people who ferry around the precious ore.
Well, hundreds of people made money from mining business and few mining lords made crores of rupees. But real unsung heroes of this story are the mine lorry owners or the drivers of mining lorry. What we'll try and do is we'll ask this lorry that's coming in here if we can go and speak to him. Well, we are in one of the trucks that is currently operating for a mine that has been allowed to open and operate by the Supreme Court. We'll try and talk to him and find out how it is, how life's changed. But just look at the terrain. Before we talk to him, just look at the terrain and the kind of challenges that he's facing and people like him face on a daily basis. It's almost like a death trap. Just a few inches that way or this way, the truck will plunge into at least 500 or nearly 100 feet of depth, at places more than 100 feet. That is the kind of challenges they face. Absolutely hostile terrain, bad roads. In fact, there's no road at all. And during the rainy season, it's all the more worse. So we'll talk to him. Sabre, ಈಗ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಈ ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರಕ್ನ ಓಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
ನಮ್ಮದು 8 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. 8 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಇವಾಗ 5 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೆಲಸಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಪೂರ ಡಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಚಲೋ ನಡೀತಿತ್ತು ಸರ್, ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಇವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೋಡಿಗೆ ಬೀದಿಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದುಬಿಟ್ಟಿವಿ ಸರ್. ಇವಾಗ
ಇನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮದು ದಿನ ರುಟೀನ್ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ?
ಸರ್ ನಮಗೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದು ಸರ್ 350 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ಭತ್ತ ಒಂದು 250 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಅದು ಊಟಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ ಸರ್.
ಸೊ ಸಾಧಾರಣ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕೆಲಸ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈಗ?
ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ 106 ಜನಗಳು ಇವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಖಾಲಿ ಕುಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಭಾಳ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ದಿಂದ ಯಾವುದ್ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಗೋಡೆ ಕಟ್ಟೆ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೂ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ಗಳು ಸರ್. ಆ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಸರ್.
ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋಂಗೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಯಾರು ಹೋಗಿ ವೋಟ್ ಹಾಕೋರಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಯಾರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಿಮ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಶಯ?
ಸರ್ ವೋಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಯಾರು ಬಂದು ತಿರುಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ನಮಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಂತೇಳಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಅದೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ